Hello guys, it's nice to see you today. I'm sorry for the attitude. The Nightmare on Elm Street remake isn't doing this, but at this point right now on 10:52 p.m. of August 14th, no one's watching my videos. I'm just saying this. Someone, please, I need people to talk about my videos. I need people to watch them. I need people to see them. I just need people to watch my videos. But no one's watching. No one's watching me to give any comedic advice. That's why my jokes have been either good to you or sucked. To be honest, I barely have comedic talent. I barely know any comedic talent. I'm not funny. I can't take it anymore. Someone please help. I need help to be funny. Someone please help me. So if you can, do whatever it takes to show if I'm funny or if I'm not funny. Someone just please help me. Help me. That is why after this recording, I'm going to go to some videos and ask people to come to my channel. Yes, that seems whiny and pathetic, but at this rate, I'll do anything. Oh, God. Well, anyway, we're going to talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The original movie, a pure classic. The greatest horror movie of all time, in my opinion. The reason why it's good? It's realistic. These other movies did feel like movies, like something that could happen that probably could never happen, but this movie feels real. Like all this crap we're seeing can actually happen to these people. And it's scary, I'm being honest with you, it's scary. Well, in terms of character, we really don't feel for any of the characters in this movie. Why? Because there's a little scroll at the beginning that says, "This is a real documentary event." And only one person made it out. Yes, only one person made it out. We saw that person, and we don't feel for any of her friends because we know they're going to die. I guess that does kind of ruin suspense between the characters. That's a problem, you know. But in terms of horror, it is a scary movie. The reason why it's so scary is, again, it's real. It's not at all. This didn't happen in real life, but it was based on the killer Ed Gein. Not really based, more as though inspired by what he did. Apparently, Toby Hooper says on the documentary of the Blu-ray I have that he heard that this little kid was talking about a killer that did all this sick shit, and then he said, "Wait a minute, I got it. I'll make a movie about this." And he had no freaking clue that he was actually going to talk about Ed Gein. Yeah. Not talking about Toby Hooper, more so killer. Speaking of killers, you want to know about the psychopaths. None of the psychopaths in this movie really did have well-known careers except for Leatherface. Leatherface is an icon of horror, as Dr. Wolfia said in his Next Generation review. And yeah, I have to agree. Leatherface is kind of more sympathetic than he is scary. At least in my opinion. It's just that he comes off more as a child that really has no idea what he's doing and is just a poor innocent kid that was forced to do this for his life. And yeah, you don't really want him to die. You just feel more as though bad for him. And that is pretty weird that he kills people, that he's pretty much the guy that kills everyone in this movie. Except for the random black guy that's riding a truck and kills his brother. Oh well. Leatherface in this movie is played by Gunnar Hansen, and it became his best known role. Hell, he even made a cameo in the new Texas Chainsaw movie, Texas Chainsaw 3D. The weird thing is that it only came in 3D in select theaters. I did not see it in theaters. I got it from Dr. Wolfula's review. So, and then you have the cinematography. The cinematography feels realistic. It really does help the movie get a realistic form and does let you get a scare in your spine because it's shot so amateur-like. It makes it feel like that this really happened. And in terms of the characters, yeah, I already talked about that. You don't feel for them, but to be honest, you do kind of feel bad for them when they die, even though you know you're not going to see them at the end. It's just that, well, I have to agree with Brad Jones or Cinema Snob. Sorry, I'm quoting your review, Cinema Snob, but you're right. These characters are written like real people. They are written like real people. They just feel realistic. They feel like that if you were in a situation like the one they're in, you would act like that. Even though we really don't get to know the people, and that's an issue. I mean, sure we know. We don't. I mean, we don't really know the characters, but in a movie like this, I don't think that really matters. The characters aren't really meant to get developed. They're more as though just meant to be icons of. Or just more as those supposed to be characters that are shown of what could happen in real life and what people would react in this way. And in terms of the acting is good in this movie. A lot of the actors really do a good job playing their characters. However, though, I heard it was production hell for everyone at the movie site. Apparently it was hot as hell, and they could barely do, and it was a nightmare for everyone. Like I heard that Gunnar Hansen, stuck in his Leatherface outfit, even got stuck, almost died in the middle of like the open desert or something in Texas, but someone managed to bring him in and cool him down. Yeesh, that's scary. So, yeah, the movie has great scares, not so good characters, a good story. Okay, the story in this movie, to its credit, is, well, a good story. See, what I like about the story is that the story, it's paced well, and it does build the suspense. And it really doesn't feel tapped on or anything. And the scares are great. Story good, characters not really, and with great cinematography and camera shots, with great directing, good producing. Oh yeah, the effects. Let me just cover that this movie, even though it's called the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there's barely any blood in this movie. That is right. A movie called the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is, well, what's the word? Oh yeah, not a gore fest. Hell, only one guy gets killed with a fucking chainsaw. A movie with chainsaw in the title, and you only have one guy get killed by a chainsaw? Interesting. 2 people are killed with hammers, and one guy gets run over by a truck. Well, soon we're going to talk about the remake from 2003, produced by Michael Bay. That's right, the same guy that produced the Transformers. Oh no, wait, that was DreamWorks, right? Okay, DreamWorks produced the Transformers trilogy, and he directed them. And if you saw my review of the first movie, which is, well, my first movie review, then you already know my opinion on the movie. It's not really a thought-provoking movie, it's just an entertaining movie. So anyway, guys, that's my opinion on the original. A thumbs up, a great movie that you should definitely watch if you're a horror fan. And then we'll watch the remake from 2003, which I actually don't really think is that bad. But after that, we are going to take a look at another horror icon, or more as though another horror movie, known as Psycho, the original classic from 1960 directed by Alfred Hitchcock, and then from what I've heard, the shot-for-shot remake from 1998. I'll even do a little special where I'll literally play the movies back to back, but I'll watch the original first, mute it, and then watch the remake to see if it's true. I can only imagine. Well, bye guys, and please, I need your help for me to get comedic talent. Help me! Peace.